When you hear of a restaurant like Social shutting down anywhere, it feels almost like a personal loss. So that speaks a lot to the brand that you've built. At this point, what are you hearing from your patrons, your customers? And also, what's the level of interest like now that the times have really changed in terms of going out?
For us, where we've tried to kind of find a new model of working, we've almost started creating, digital first experiences. We've started, digitizing the menu. We've started creating DIY kits for people's homes. You can go in and you can take in kits and you can actually indulge in the ritual of cooking at home and have the same experience. You have your mixers, which you can make cocktails at home. You can even have these kind of party packs where when you're entertaining at home, you can order for 4, 5, 6 people in different ways. So we've tried to be innovative, we've tried to change things around. But yes, some outlets have, will not make it. We are still negotiating with the landlords.
How do you look at expanding, your different brands as we emerge out of this? Because like you said, business is not going to be 100%. We're looking at around 50% sort of a footfall. So how do you sort of navigate this expansion also going forward?
So yes, you're right. We had, last year we had 10 outlets which we were going to open up, out of which we were able to open 6, and there were 4 which were just going to open up in the months of March, April and May. And for a while that, went on the back burner. But as we're beginning to, come back to life, we're launching our stores in Dwarka, in Vegas Mall and Elante Mall in Chandigarh, which was supposed to have launched in April, but now we're launching them today. In this week. So we're slowly bringing the outlets which were kept on hold for a while. And I think that also signifies that there's coming back of the industry and consumer confidence. And we are, of course, we are going to be looking at a business model. We are going to be a little bit more efficient in the way we operate.
Can you elaborate that when you say efficient?
Well, we start thinking of more labor-saving devices. We start multi-skilling our employees. We'll also think of how we can make our processes a little bit more efficient. We will think a little bit more about our back end a lot more. We will think about digitizing our businesses. So you're ordering as you would on an app. We've all been able to create our own digital storefronts where we can, customers can order direct. Even when they come inside a restaurant, don't look at a menu. You order straight from your phone. So the order goes directly into the kitchen and then the waiter just brings it out. So things will become a little bit more efficient in the process. And obviously when we are running, we will re-enter into negotiations with our landlords. We will create more digital home delivery. We'll push a little bit more on that. So there are many ways in actually kind of reimagining and realigning your business model. And I think I often say that COVID has been the CTO for the entire industry. And in many ways, restaurants have been the slowest to adopt to the digital world because it's a person-to-person business.
Sure. Socials have also been a very vibrant co-working space. So you would have lots of people who would spend, almost an entire day just working out of, a social and spend, large amounts, in your cafes. So do you think that is also poised to change because people are still apprehensive in terms of stepping out? They'd rather work out of home. Work opportunities themselves, are tricky at this point in time. So do you think that is going to change, or will you continue to focus on, developing the co-working side of, the socials too?
Actually, that's a very good question. We very, very strongly believe that social is very well poised to take advantage of the new paradigm in working. I think offices have clearly started seeing that people can still be efficient when they're working from home. So they're giving their employees tools to work at home and trying to make sure that they work from home. But not everybody can be fully productive at home, right? Not everybody has the luxury of space. There's often there's screaming children in the background, or there's an older person who's getting disturbed, or a family is watching TV, and there's so many distractions at home. So we are really thinking about how we can convert the work from home into a work from social, because it is important to be able to, wake up in the morning, change, get out of your pajamas, wear something nice, go to a place with a focus to work, and then actually go back home and then, have leisure time. You need to be able to draw lines and boundaries. And I think social, we are seeing this. People we are seeing that trend. Yeah, people who earlier had to go to offices and work now are beginning to slowly come to social work because they find that they're way more productive in an environment like social, because at the end of the day you do need to see people and you do need to feed off their energy. And home can be the same environment all the time, can be repressive, and it can take away a little bit of your motivation. So when you're in and around people and you are seeing other people working and focusing really hard, that kind of takes it up a notch. And we're actually really seeing that in Delhi. We're seeing so many people work from social has really picked up steam, because even people who had offices now would prefer to come and work out of a social instead of working out of home.